Good morning, everyone. As Eric said, I'm Tim Harrington, the CEO of erollover. The mission of erollover is to be the trusted, independent resource to help people take control of their retirement. Erollover is stepping in to fill what I believe to be a huge void in retirement planning. A void caused by the following 5 factors: information being fragmented and proprietary, a focus on customer acquisition versus customer education, confusing and sometimes misleading analytical tools, ignoring individuals with under $500,000 of assets, specifically Gen X and Gen Y, and a basic distrust in the financial market. On top of that, 46% of all individuals get no professional advice. As a result, retirement planning is a mystery to most. Well, that's about to change. Erollover is the consumer advocate for retirement planning, built on the fundamentals of providing user-friendly tools to allow you to take control of your assets, delivering timely, relevant, and unbiased content, enabling peer-to-peer collaboration using rich social media, and by providing support and advice. Erollover is all about restoring trust into retirement planning. Well, how are we going about doing that? There are 4 basic themes of the erollover website. Let's dive into the site now. First theme of the site is managing your resources. Let's go into our member center here. And now we'll launch our e-aggregator tool. Here we provide user-friendly tools to satisfy the basic as well as sophisticated investor. I'm already logged in with my username and password, and this is safe and secure. We're using Yodlee as our third-party application. As you can see, our e-aggregator tool is clean, concise, and powerful. Easy to read charts and graphs. Our account balances are listed on the left, and from the top we can check our performance, view our holdings, and recent transactions. Other sites provide some useful tools if you have an open account with them, yet our tools will always be free and unbiased. And we'll continue to add to this database of tools to help the investor on a regular basis. Well, why is this better or different? Well, we have a dedicated focus on retirement assets. You can get a perspective of your total net worth. We're agnostic as to where you have your funds, and we're not geared toward client acquisition. Therefore, you have the ability to compare and contrast fees as well as performance. The second theme to our site is one of learning. Our education center has more rich content and unbiased information than you can find anywhere on the web, which is good because on a monthly basis there are over 10 million Google searches just on the topic of retirement. We'll scroll down to the area of retirement on our site, and a hot topic today is the Roth IRA. Well, here you can scroll down and get to a great article that talks about if you wanted to learn more about diverting some of your unmatched 401k funds into a Roth IRA. This is a great unbiased article on this subject, and we have lots of other links that are also relative to that subject matter. We also have content partnerships with others of the likes of Options Express, Bankrate, and NASDAQ. Let's say from here we're considering now doing a rollover. We go into our rollover center. Here you can access all the various partners and compare rates as well as fees. Consider the following. There is $250 billion of money that's rolled over on an annual basis. The average person has multiple IRAs, and the average person is changing jobs about 10 times during their career. Wouldn't it be great to have an independent resource to provide some assistance? We believe erollover is well positioned to assist in facilitating these transactions. The third theme of the site is one of sharing. And yes, it's more than just about blogging. How do you become a trusted source in the financial services space? I believe this is accomplished by building a community through integrated social media. Let me take you back 15 years when e-commerce was at its infancy. I was a pioneer back then running a company called Fog Dog Sports. Remember the biggest objection back then? Who would ever give their credit card information over the internet? Remember? I'm sure you all do. We overcame that objection by providing more useful information that a consumer could get anywhere else. Information drove the transaction. Well, fast forward to today. Is it information or social media that's driving transactions? I would argue for the latter. It's the customer reviews or star ratings of products. It's recommendations on Yelp or TripAdvisor. Yet where is social media in the financial services space? At erollover, we believe we have the solution. And as I said, it's more than just about blogging. Let's go back into our member center. What if there was an engaged community of members, site personalities, and financial advisors, where there is an exchange of information and strategies? This environment will be the basis for future financial services transactions. When we go into our member share area, here our members will be able to build their profile based on age, risk, profiles, goals, etc. And you can decide how much you want to share with the community. You can choose to share in an open or anonymous format. When you do share your data, you can now compare. And now you can compare not only your investing categories, but you can chart your performance versus peers, as well as your fees with your peer group. And I know this will be a huge value add to our members. The fourth theme to our site is one of connecting with financial advisors. Here we can go in and enter a zip code and find out a local advisor. We also have relevant content along the way where you can click and read an article. If you contact a financial advisor, what are the questions to ask? And as we build this community, we'll introduce social media here, such as ratings and rankings of advisors. So as you can see, erollover is the destination in the retirement vertical, a community where one can manage, learn, share, and connect. At erollover, we're excited about restoring trust into retirement planning. We're excited about building an unbiased destination for the consumer. We'll continue to look for strategic partners in this space, content partners, financial partners, aka investors, as well as brokerage partners. I'm available at the break to talk to you about these opportunities. Thank you for your time.